Good morning, everyone. Um, so some of you probably saw my recent post on Facebook that they're still trying to discharge me tomorrow, which I'm not ready for. I had the increase of my antidepressant on Thursday, so it's only been a few days. It takes at least 2 weeks to see any type of effect to Prozac, to antidepressant. Most antidepressants are like that. It takes at least 2 weeks to see any type of improvement, and usually to see the full improvement of your depression, it can take 4 to 6 weeks. So I don't think a discharge in a few days after an increase is going to help me whatsoever. And I don't know what the rush is to get me out the door, really. My fear is, ending up back at the Mass General ER and telling them that I have thoughts of harming myself. Because in Halloween, that's what happened. And then I was admitted to the psych unit, and I was there for a little bit, maybe a couple weeks or so. And I thought I was ready to get discharged. And I wasn't. 2 weeks later, I ended up back at the Mass General for the same thing. And I don't want to end up a third time at the Mass General saying that I want to harm myself. I want to avoid future ER visits, Yes, I'm depressed. I'm anxious. I've been homeless for more than 8 months. A lot has happened. And if you watch all my videos on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you can see the hell that I've gone through since I've been homeless. And that would affect anybody's mental health. I have just had to be strong. I've had to be a fighter. I've had to be in survival mode. That often I can't even think about my mental health. But at times, yeah, it creeps up on me, And I'm trying to remain hopeful. On Wednesday, I find out if my name is one of the names that will be selected from the lottery. And I pray to God it is. That way I can move into that apartment and I can finally, once and for all, have a place to live and not be homeless anymore. Because it really, I have been fighting since March. It's been one thing after another, and it just got worse, especially in September when I had to get rid of my car. And then my storage unit, everything got auctioned off. And then in October, Ross had that injury. Those were all terrible events. And it's just, I worry. I worry a lot. I really hope I find housing, especially now with not having a car and that we're in December. How many times have I waited for the bus for 40 minutes or an hour? And that's just not safe, when the weather is very cold, when it's winter, My life matters. I don't deserve to freeze to death. I don't deserve to have hypothermia. I, shouldn't end up with pneumonia or anything like that. I deserve to be healthy. Enough terrible things have happened. So I really do hope that I hear good news on Wednesday. But I also really hope that they don't, rush to discharge me tomorrow because I'm not ready. And I've said it numerous times. And I know the system isn't designed to help me, which is very sad because I've helped thousands of people. And if the tables were reversed, I mean, I would do anything to help a client who's homeless. And people know that about me, you know? And so to be in this situation and to be treated this way at times is very disheartening. And so I really hope that, I get the help I need and that I finally find housing once and for all. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.